These are the 20 craziest moments in darts history. And for number 20, we got the craziest heckler Phil Taylor has ever dealt with. Man, this drunk guy wouldn't shut up. But not as crazy as Gary Anderson. And number 19, damn, this man literally threw his darts into the crowd. But this ain't even the craziest thing he's done. Because in number 18, Anderson nearly started a riot. Damn, Gary almost got jumped by an entire pub. But he wasn't the only player in danger. Because in number 17, a fire alarm evacuated the World Championship. That security guard deserves a raise. Damn. And Michael Van Gerwen deserves one too. Because in number 16, he hit the craziest 170 checkout in history. This man was on the verge of losing, and he still hit bullseye, bullseye, bullseye. Ridiculous. But for number 15, we got an even better shot. And the craziest part is, it was made by a blind player. Wow, even Phil Taylor couldn't believe it. He wouldn't believe number 14 either. The time a streaker ran across the stage during the finals to steal the trophy. Gosh, what I would do to have that kind of confidence. But all right. For number 13, we got something special. The craziest 9-darter in history. See, in 2015, Michael Van Gerwen was facing Raymond van Barneveld in the Premier League. And with the match tied, MVG needed something special. And with thousands watching, this happened. 180, 180, and 141 check out for a perfect 9-dart finish. My goodness, this man just threw a perfect game on live TV against one of the greatest players ever. That is unreal. Now for number 12, we gotta talk about the time fans ruined the World Championship. Back in 2018, it was the semifinals. And the crowd was absolutely hammered. They were throwing drinks, chanting obscene songs, and just being completely out of control. So in the middle of the match, officials did this. The referee stops the match and threatens to remove the entire section. I'll tell you what, these fans are going on the banned list. Ridiculous. But not as ridiculous as number 11. The time a dartboard fell off the wall mid-match. Out of absolutely nowhere. This is the most asinine, ridiculous thing I've ever seen as a commentator. The bracket holding the board just gave out. It crashed to the floor with darts still in it. Blammo, the board just hit the ground, and now the match is delayed by 30 minutes. My concentration is ruined. The player was about to throw for the match. Well, I think we've seen it all. Wait, we don't need to see that replay again. Ooh, that's expensive. Oh, but anyways, we're entering the top 10. So things are about to get even crazier. It was the 2019 World Championship. Michael Smith versus Nathaniel Aspinall, and in the final set, with only one leg left, Smith got ready to throw and did the unthinkable. Michael Smith completely chokes on double 12, misses 6 straight match darts. Well, damn. I didn't see that coming. But what I really didn't expect was number 9. One of the craziest endings a match has ever had. Aspinall needs double 16. Is he going to get it? Smith trying to interrupt. And he does. Smith starts coughing loudly. That didn't work. And gives Aspinall credit. Oh, hits it. The match winner. Oh wow. Nathan Aspinall stuns Michael Smith. Not only did this shot win the match, but it also set the record for the most pressure anyone's ever had on a single dart. After Smith missed 6 match darts. Damn. That's a crazy way to end a match. And if we're talking crazy endings, we've got to mention number 8. See, in 2021, Gerwyn Price won the World Championship, becoming the world number 1. But after the match, Price's celebration got a little too intense. What started as a huge roar and fist bump has kind of transgressed into Price screaming in his opponent's face for 30 straight seconds. This has now been declared unsportsmanlike conduct. The PDC has issued a formal warning. Price has been fined £1,000. You are not allowed to celebrate like that. Reporting from the Alexandra Palace, I'm the tournament director. Yeah, and by the end of the night, not only was Price fined, but the PDC had to implement new celebration rules. And social media went absolutely insane. All because Price won a world title. Jeez, Price had all the darts losing their damn mind. But hey, still not as bad as what he did to Mark Webster in our 7th craziest moment. See, back in 2018, after years in the lower ranks, Price was finally making a name for himself. So the entire Welsh community started getting behind him, doing anything they could to support their guy. From making songs about him to waving massive flags in the crowd. Hell, they even started a whole section just chanting his name for entire matches. Go Gerwin, go Gerwin. You gotta win this. We got nothing else. You're our only hope. Win, win, win. But during one match, Price did something crazy. He turned to his opponent Mark Webster mid-match and told him to stop complaining. Gerwin, what are you doing? Look, it's a tough match, I know, but you can't just tell your opponent to shut up. You gotta show some respect. And with that, Webster absolutely lost it. Price's comments to Webster being treated with outrage and anger, disappointment, disgust. I'm a big darts fan, and this is the worst sportsmanship I've ever seen. How arrogant to tell another professional to stop complaining when you're the one celebrating after every single dart. I hope he gets knocked out in the next round. He is dead to me. Man, these fans went full-blown bananas. But they still got nothing on number 6 because it involves the craziest player in darts history, Adrian Lewis. See, over the years, Adrian has done all kinds of crazy stuff, like smashing dartboards, doing weird victory dances. Hell, he even got into arguments with referees. But there's one moment that really crossed the line. Adrian pulls down his opponent's shorts during a walk-on. But hey, a few days later, he made up for it in his own special way. Oh, I'm so sorry for embarrassing you on live TV by messing with your walk-on. I won't do it again. Damn, that was beautiful, Adrian. Thank you. But look, you don't need to be unhinged just to make a crazy moment. Because at number 5, all it took for Kyle Anderson was one dart. You gotta watch the board here if you're his opponent. Kyle steps up, needs double 16 for the upset. Is this the killer? Kyle's dart knocked Rob Cross out of the World Championship. And a couple rounds later, Anderson went on to make his first ever semifinals appearance. Damn, this dude Kyle is dangerous. And that brings us to number 4, a groundbreaking moment that left thousands of people in shock. Yeah, there was an actual power outage in the middle of the World Championship final. And this wasn't a brief flicker either, because the entire Alexandra Palace went dark for 10 minutes. So they ended up pausing the match and bringing out emergency lights. But look man, we're in the top 3 now, so you're about to see crazy get even crazier. The lights go out completely. We're losing all of our visual. I just can't see anything. Ow! And we gotta talk about the craziest fan in darts history. See, in the 2016 World Championship, Michael van Gerwen was facing Kim Huybrechts. When in the middle of the match, something suspicious happened. This woman just walked onto the stage, and it seemed like this was just a drunk fan interrupting the match. But a couple of minutes later, security discovered something horrifying. Yeah, this crazy woman had been following MVG to multiple tournaments, and somehow had gotten past security and onto the actual stage. So she was arrested and banned from all PDC events. You know, I don't think we're gonna see a fan that crazy again. And we'll probably never see a match like number 2 again either. The craziest performance of Phil Taylor's career. It was May 24th, 2010, Premier League Final. Phil Taylor versus James Wade. And Phil Taylor was on fire. Phil Taylor's got a 180. He's got another 180. Phil with 3 straight perfect rounds. Phil with 5 180s in a row. Phil dropped a 110 average in the first half alone. But going into the second half, Wade was still keeping pace and needed something crazy to happen. That's when the power was unleashed. Wade trying to stay in this, and then falling behind even further. Phil's on the double. Got it. Phil, 140 checkout. Here's Phil, stepping up for another 180. Lines it up, throws. Another perfect round and a 180. Phil's got his 7th maximum. Knocked in by Phil. Great focus by Phil. He's going to finish this. And done. Phil wins the title. Well, that's a 118 average for the power. Phil goes 32 for 48 on doubles. This will be an 11 dart average for Phil, and a complete demolition. 118 average for the match. Phil Taylor absolutely destroyed James Wade. Yes, well, there's perfection. Phil Taylor, the greatest of all time. This was a masterclass in darts. And one of the craziest performances ever? Man, it can't get any crazier than that, right? Well, you still got number one. The craziest comeback darts has ever seen. It was 2007. Raymond van Barneveld was facing Phil Taylor in the World Championship Final. And Barney was trying to win his 5th world title. But after 5 sets, he was down 4-1. And statistically, his chances of making a comeback were less than 2%. Yeah, and with that, the entire world told Barney a comeback was impossible. I do not believe that Raymond can beat this man. Phil Taylor showed us tonight. He's in a completely different class than Raymond van Barneveld. You're not going to get a 110 average from Barney. Those days are over. He's human. We're seeing the Barney that is 40 years old is not going to hit 180s with the volume he did. But with his back against the wall, Raymond van Barneveld stepped up and made darts history. Barney with the 180. Van Barneveld finishes the set and pulls one back. Steps up, he tries double 16. That's good. Raymond van Barneveld with the clutch finish. Barney against Taylor. Leans in, going for double top. Got it, and that's another set. 4 sets to 3 now. What a comeback we're witnessing here. They're saying this is the biggest match in darts history. He goes for double 18. Barney hits it. We're level at 4 sets all. Pass at the board, 180 from Barney. Throws at double 16. And Raymond takes the lead. Wow, it's madness here at Alexandra Palace. Van Barneveld needs this double. Taylor blocked by Barney's scoring. And there's the finish, set 6, sudden death in the final. Alexandra Palace is alive and roaring as we get set for the deciding set. Taylor with a 180. Van Barneveld answers back with his own. Barney throws for double 16, hits it. Van Barneveld levels the legs. Taylor going for the finish, misses. Van Barneveld to win the World Championship. Raymond steps up, double 18 for the title. He throws, it's good. Van Barneveld. It's over, it's over. Raymond is a world champion once again. The Dutch fans are going absolutely insane. Barney's impossible dream has come true. The comeback is complete, and the emotions for Raymond van Barneveld, who delivers on his promise to prove he's still one of the best. Alexandra Palace, this is for you. Raymond pulled off a miracle, coming back from 4-1 down to win 7-6 in the greatest World Championship final ever played. Now that is just crazy. But you know what else is crazy? This past year in darts. I mean, we had players getting into fights on stage, fans throwing drinks at referees. Gerwyn Price even refused to shake hands with opponents. There was a whole lot of disrespect going on. Look, if you're interested, man, then you need to click on this video right here. These are the 20 most disrespectful moments in darts history. So, what are you doing? This video's over, dude. Just click it. Right there. You see it. Right there. Click. Click the video.